This video is on how to estimate for a commercial property. This is a small property. So obviously you're here on the advanced portion of the membership, Beginner's Guide to Lawn Care, your advanced membership, and we're going down to estimating cost. We're on this page, and I'm going to actually show you how you'll actually get to this video. Obviously you're underestimating commercial property, the advanced portion. But I'm going to start here because we have the actual price estimate sheet that I've put out here. Sorry about that. And we're going to open this up, and we're going to look at our price estimate sheet here, and we're going to look at this portion here, commercial lawn maintenance. Now we're going to go up to the map. I got the address. I've already punched in the address in Google Maps of the address I'm looking at. This is a commercial property. It's actually this Mexican restaurant here that includes this building to the side. I can click down here at Street View and zoom in for the street view. So it's this right here, and then this building here. So all the grass along the front here over to this side. I can even zoom over here. I love Google Maps, how you can just kind of use it to zoom around. Now obviously I'm not sure when the last time this was updated. Street View, it says January 2008, so obviously I can't tell what the grass looks like right now, so I'm assuming it's in pretty bad shape. Usually these properties are when you first get called because the previous people that they were using stopped showing up or whatever. So I'm just looking at this again, kind of looking around. I'm going to see if I can zoom around this part of the building. Not much grass up here, but there's probably been some grass growing up on the front corners. I'm going to see if I can actually come around the side of the street. So this grass is probably overgrown right now. Look at the back portion of this building. Just zooming around, he mentioned that there was a small piece on the back side, so I see. So this is kind of the back side, and I'm assuming this area too. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Google Earth view, zoom back out, and so I'm looking at this property. Now I'm going to go back to the page that I showed you here with my price estimate advanced sheet, and I already clicked and opened that up wide. If you want to look at this estimate sheet better, you can just click this full screen, open up to a full screen, or you can also click here to download the actual sheet, and you can edit the sheet according to your pricings, because you might have a little bit different. Especially when you're first starting out, you might try to go a little bit cheaper just to get work. I would recommend not trying to be the cheapest person in town. If you do a great job, you can be competitive with everyone else, and my prices are about average, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so we're looking at the commercial lawn maintenance estimate area. We're looking at under a half acre without a fence. So this is kind of the range I'm going to be going in. The first time I'm probably going to, I don't know, I'm going to convince this guy to do at least the rest of the season. It's July right now. I'm going to try to convince him to at least, he's going to have to. I won't do it if he doesn't do, a contract, a seasonal contract, which this season will end. My seasons, I usually end the contracts at the end of August. Or if they want a year-round contract, then obviously that's 12 months out of the year. And I don't know why this keeps doing this. All right, so $45 is my minimum charge. I've got two properties really close. One is literally right around the corner, about a minute away. The other one is about 2 minutes away. So I'm going to charge my minimum charge on this because, as you notice again, there's really not much grass. Once I get all this cut down, you always want to consider the parking lots. There's probably a lot of weeds and stuff, so I go through and I'll whack those back around the building, and then I'll spray those with my Ranger Pro. It's like a glorified Roundup, and keep those maintained. So I include that in my commercial property estimates. So this is very simple just to look at. So I'm going to go with that minimum price of $45 per cut, and I'm going to show you how I'll actually send him an estimate. So I'm going to go in the estimate portion of this website. I'm going to go to the per service estimate template, even though I'm going to try to convince him to do just a seasonal. I'm still going to use the per service estimate form. I'm not going to pull up the advanced seasonal estimate template, as you can see in the document section. So I'm just going to put right here mowing. I didn't see any bushes or anything, so just lawn maintenance, $45 per service. Okay, now here's where you want to, I'm going to go ahead and put per service here. I'm going to put star price based on agreement to use turf cutters lawn care at least every other week. Okay, now sometimes the customers, like this guy, I think he owns several properties and he's just wanting me to keep this cut back. He might be like, oh, can you just do it once a month or just as I call you? And I'll tell him no. I've got my routes. I'm very strict on sticking to my routes, and I'm in different places each day. This area of town I'm only in once every 2 weeks. So he's going to have to be scheduled in that. Now, if he wants this done right away, he can pay me $45 up front. If it's absolutely crazy, I might go up on the first time. But I'll probably just tell him 45 if you agree to use me through the end of the summer, and every other week at least. And so you want to make sure that they understand it's contingent, price based on agreement. And then, so what I'll do is I'm going to save this contract. Of course, I would fill my information in here. I'll put the date that this estimate has been made. So 7/11/2015. Okay, whoops. And then, of course, I'll put his name there. And when I do the estimate, when I save it, I'm going to hit File, Save As. Actually go to my actual business files, save it under Estimates. Okay, and I'm going to put per service estimate, and then I'll save it as this customer's name. Okay, so you would save it as the customer's name, customer. Okay, and then you're going to actually save it. If I want to be able to edit this, which I will, because then I'll turn this into an invoice, you can watch the video on that. Once you create estimates, you can literally just change a few things and make it an invoice. Don't have to double work yourself. Then I'm going to go down, click it as a PDF. I'll hit save, which I'm not going to do right now, and I'll save that estimate as a PDF. That way he'll get it as a PDF document, and it would look something like this. Never mind, I don't want to save that, so it's not going to open. Okay, so I'm just going to close out of this, but it'll just look like a PDF and he can't edit that or anything. If you send it as the Excel, then he could go in and change it and say, hey, look, you gave me this estimate for $30 a cut. Okay. Now I'm just going to leave this here and go back to the estimate form here. So that's pretty much how you do the commercial estimate. That's a very simple estimate, very simple to look at. You can watch another video below where I'm actually estimating a hotel, which is very advanced and a year-round contract that's hundreds of dollars, and it's very elaborate. So in order to get to that portion, it's going to be the same area of this advanced web page. You go down here to getting started, how to, and then estimating cost, estimating commercial, which obviously is the same page you're watching this estimate on. And you can actually click on that. You can just go down, and of course I'm adding videos all the time, so this page is going to look somewhat different. But you can click on this video, how to estimate for commercial lawn maintenance. This is a major estimating video on just larger contract type stuff and how to do that. So that finishes up this video on how to estimate for commercial lawn maintenance.